this lesson, we're going to be looking at some word problems that involve multiplying and dividing fractions. There may also be a little bit of addition and subtraction with a multiplication and division. So let's look at this first one. Mary needs to order pizza for 18 people. Each person should get 1/4 of a pizza. How many pizzas should Mary order, and how much will be left over? So we have 18 people, and each of those 18 people will get 1/4 of a pizza. So 18 times 1/4, because we want 1/4 of a pizza per person. In order to multiply these, I need to make this 18 a fraction. So I'm going to put 18 over 1. 18 times 1 is 18. 1 times 4 is 4. Now, I can't call someone up and say I want 18/4 pizza, because that doesn't make sense. No one's going to know how many pizzas that you need. So what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and take this improper fraction and make it mixed fraction. So 4 goes into 18 4 times, the remainder of 2. So whole number of 4, 2 over 4. I can reduce that 2 over 4 to 1/2. So 4.5 pizzas. Well, I can't call up Domino's and say, I need 4.5 pizzas. No, she's going to have to order 5 pizzas. So she's going to have 5 pizzas. Now looking at this, we need to figure out how much will be left over. So she orders 5 pizzas, and they eat 4.5. How much is left over? So again, going to make this a fraction. 2 times 4 is 8, 9. So I'm going to go ahead and say 5 over 1 minus 9 over 2. Now I'm going to make sure that they have the same denominator. Looking at this, I'm going to make this denominator 2. So I have 10 over 2 minus 9 over 2. 10 minus 9 is 1. Keep the same denominator. We're going to have 1/2 pizza left. All right, let's look at another example. All right, so in this one, Frank has 3 bags of birdseed. He wants to put the birdseed into 4 feeders equally. How much will go into each feeder? So we have 3 bags that we want to divide equally into 4. So we have 3 divided by 4. Well, looking at this, I'm going to make both of these fractions so that it's easier to work with. So I have 3 over 1 divided by 4 over 1. So we have keep, change, flip. So keep, change to multiplication, flip this to 1 over 4. Multiply across, 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 4 is 4. So 3/4 of the bag will go into each feeder. All right, so try this next one on your own. Look at your example. Becky has 5 candy bars. She wants to share them with 3 friends. How much will each friend get? So we have 5 candy bars divided by 3. My first step is, instead of writing them as whole numbers, I'm going to write them as fractions to make them easier to work with. So then, since I'm dividing, keep, change, flip. So keep, change, flip. So that gives me 5 over 3. I, again, want to make these a mixed number. 3 goes into 5 one time with 2 left over. So you should get 1 2/3 for that answer. So go ahead and try this last example. bought 2 3/4 yards of red fabric and 1 1/4 yards of blue. How much cloth did she buy total? So to me, looking at this, we're adding them together. So we have 2 3/4 plus 1 1/4. What's great about this problem, they have the same denominators. So I'm going to go ahead, make these improper fractions. So 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4. 5 over 4, which is going to give me 16 over 4. Now that's an improper fraction. Our numerator is bigger than our denominator, so I'm going to go ahead and divide. When I do that, I have 4 goes into 16 4 times, and there's no remainder. So my answer is just going to be 4 yards. So it's 4 yards of fabric. And that'll be the end of our fractions unit.